I have a couple of people who don't have access to Facebook. All right. So we are now live. Hello. How's everybody doing? Yay. And so good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. I am so looking forward to the days where the temperatures stop doing this and they start doing this. How about y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, these 100 plus, whoops, these 100 plus degree days are just, I'm over them. I remember the days where I used to love them, but I'm over that. So let's go around the table and tell me your name, how long you've had your business, and just one thing from this last week, Mary Kay, not Mary Kay, whatever you want. Here's Donna, that you're excited about in this world, okay? And anybody volunteers to go first?
Today is a 7.
Well, Lynette, you were on first, so.
Okay, well, I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm Lynette Dallas. I've had my business for 16 years. Yep, it's amazing. And
it is amazing.
And let's see, I'm excited about my Mary Kay business because I've had several repeat customers that haven't bought Mary Kay in a while. And because I reached out to them, they've actually ordered. So that was fun. And I'm still really interested in the Thursday and Saturday morning live spa days. I think that's really exciting. So
that's awesome. Yay! So I hear an order coming.
Yes, there's an order coming. There is.
Right. Fantastic. No, that's awesome. I'm really, I'm excited for you. And you did one and got a new team member. So hey.
Yep. Well. She's a spitfire, that's for sure.
Would you, I'm going to stop us here for a second. Lynette, would you mind sharing for a second what, the time you got on to those Thursday, Saturday events, like what were your takeaways? Just anything you'd like to share to somebody who might be watching this that hasn't been on, or, I know Zoom isn't your favorite platform, just, whatever you'd like to say that you got from it.
Well, I think that it was very professional. You did a great job. It was very concise. You moved right along with the gals that were on. And I think it was very informative and it was very easy. So, you followed along and then the after party was very well done. Of course, Katrina's a pro, of course, but it was real easy to share the business and share the product with new people and old people that buy product but have never really experienced a spa, day. That's not what I'm supposed to be saying, but spa something, whatever that's called.
You're fine. Okay, you're good. You're good.
So, but anyway, I really think it is a great platform. It's very easy. You don't have to dress up. You just sit here and you listen and then you call your gal that you have on and ask what she thinks. So I love it. I think it's great.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry I put you on the spot, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, no.
Appreciate you just jumping right in there. All right, Patty, you're next. What's your name? How long have you had your business?
I've had my business less than a month, and I'm really excited about it. I'm submerging myself in all the education, and I was on one of the education sites last night and taking a quiz about skin, and I actually have my esthetician license, so it put me back into school almost, because what they talked about was what I learned becoming an esthetician. So I was really impressed with that.
Very, very good. I love that. That's really good to hear. Don't you love hearing that? Like we're teaching the right stuff, right? Straight from someone's license. Yeah. And Patty, you also had your first guest on one of our spa parties over this last week. Why don't you speak to that for a moment?
I did. I've actually had two. I had one of my friends on for the repair class, and I was on also, and I've also done the repair class when I started. Oops, sorry. And I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. She enjoyed it. It was fun, like Lynette said, just to be in your own home and be on the Zoom and have the product in front of you and be able to experience it. And she is an Mary Kay user from years ago. And so she was real excited to get back and get her repair kit. And then I also did the makeup class that was really good. I love the makeup class, and I learned a lot and learned a few really good tips that I wasn't doing, which was good to know. And then I also did another repair class, and it was interesting from the one I did for myself to the one that my client, we were on for her. You did the one and it was fantastic. And the lady, there was another lady that did it and she was good too. And I learned different things from her that, you know, was different from your technique. So it was kind of just seeing the different dynamics and the different ways to go about it. But yeah, it's been great so far.
Awesome. So if you didn't pick up on that, she sold a repair set, so over $200. Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So before we move on, there's so many people on. I would love to take a picture here, and there's no pressure to come on camera right now. Sandra, Donna, Charisse are not on camera. It's totally fine. But if you thought you were on camera and you're not, those three. So I just want to take a quick picture. And so everybody just like, look at your camera here, look at the screen. And I'm going to take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. All right. All right. So Nancy, your 60 seconds of fame, go.
Hello, everyone. I am live in person from COVID land. Some of us have, oh my gosh, I'm going to try to be able to speak clearly. I have to slow down a little bit. Otherwise, I start coughing and lose control of everything. So it has been a trying week. It has been some interesting, very interesting, and not just having COVID, but just finding out all the things that you can do when you have COVID and things that you can't do.
All
So,
right.
That, I am currently working on my 5 leads per day, talking to 5 people per day. I told Mimi it's been challenging because I've been sending out text messages so that way I don't have to talk as often, but it's interesting how people message you back and say, can I please be removed from your spam list?
Oh, no.
But what I love is here she is at home sick with COVID, can't go to her regular job, right? But can still work her Mary Kay. Isn't that awesome?
Yes,
You don't have to keep talking, sweetie. Like, it's okay. I don't want you to like lose your voice there.
Yeah, no kidding. No
Yeah,
kidding.
it's okay. I'm surprised you're on the camera. I'm really proud of you for being on the camera. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, you just hold on. Okay. Charisse just texted and she said, I'm not able to talk today. Been pretty sick the last few days. I'm Sharice. I've owned my Mary Kay business for a few months. Excited about my 7 appointments, 6 on Thursday and Saturday spa classes. Placed my first $600 order last week, enjoying the income, helping me reconnect with friends I've not spoken to for a while. Been off work for 2 years, been feeling pretty isolated, and Mary Kay's helping me get out of myself. It's been nice seeing everybody. Yay! Yay! That's right, baby. All right, Susie, you're next.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susie. I've had my business for about 14 months. Things I'm excited about. I listened to the $1 Million Message and it really resonated with me. There was something in there that really resonated. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't listened yet, but it's really short and it's really good. And like I said, there was something in there that really resonated with me. So that's like a win or something to be excited about. And then my other thing is I registered all my customers for the preferred customer program. So I'm like anxious to find out when they're going to get their catalog or their, lookbook and about the new products. I don't know if we're going to hear about that tonight, Mimi, or maybe in a follow-up, but those are the things I'm excited about.
All right.
Thank
Oh yeah,
you.
new products. You don't get to hear about today because that's not till the first. Ha 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 ha.
Ah, okay.
But I have them all right here, just right here. If I turn the camera, you'd see them all. Sorry, I'm evil. Okay, Donna, your turn.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm the amazing Donna Harden.
Yes, you are.
I have had my business for 14 and a half years and I'm excited. I watched on Saturday, I watched Georgia do the foot, the petty thing. And it was really good. And it was very simple. Hello, we could all do it, right? And I enjoyed it. I thought it was, wow, and she just followed the little script, went through the script. I didn't stay for the after party because it was taking so long. So, but I'd like to hop on to the next one. And I have been calling my customers. I'm just waiting for all those orders to come in.
Gotta call them.
Gotta call them. Yeah.
Gotta call them. All right, good job. Sandra, I saw you unmuted. Your turn.
Okay. What I would like to do is something that I'm trying to do every week, and that's trying to learn how to Zoom. I'm having trouble with Zoom. I used to have it, but now it doesn't work. So I'm just playing around. I had a really bad week this week because my husband was sick. So I just kind of fiddled around on different things that
You took care of family
maybe
this
that.
week.
Huh?
You did what you were supposed to do and took care of your husband as he had surgery.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what you're supposed to do.
And
But-
he's better now.
But he's okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I saw everybody's face go. So we love you, Sandra.
Thank you.
Yes, we do. We love you so much. Anything else you wanted to say?
No, not at this time.
Okay. So I wanted to share that doing my mental bath, my mental bath, has kept me so freaking focused. Okay. And I've made it bath with an E, so bathe. So it's had me exercising. Like I'm baby stepping my way, but baby steps are better than nothing. So I'm baby stepping my way, but I'm exercising every day, which, somebody like applaud. Okay. I will be honest and say I didn't get a booking on Saturday or Sunday, but I got a booking every other day, which is, you know what? I got a booking every other day. And it's kept me really super focused on the positivity and keeping my head in the game of flipping the script. Even though I feel like I'm pretty darn good at it, I'm listening to the $1 Million Message every day. I'm reading my book every day on Audible. And, you know, I'm just telling myself, you know what? It's easy to do it. It's easy not to do it. And I'm deciding to do it instead of not. And Susan, you asked about my book, Atomic Habits.
Yes.
It is, you can see in the write-up on the book that it is a culmination of all the other positive books, you know, but it has a bit of a different spin to it. So
Okay.
yes, I've heard a lot of this stuff before, but it's spun just a little bit different.
Okay.
So for whatever that's worth, I'm enjoying it. I listen to it on Audible because when I sit down and read a book, I'm asleep, like instantly. Okay. So it was worth my Audible credit for that. But anyhow, I am keeping this in front of me and being honest to myself. Like I want to highlight the booking because I did the work. I reached out to people on those days, but I didn't achieve a booking on those days. But that's okay. It'll come back. So, and it got me to a place where I reached out to another friend that I hadn't talked to in a million years. Did I already share this story? Hadn't talked to her, like we grew up together practically. And I got married, she got married, we went different directions. And I don't know, so I reached out to her on Facebook and she came over, she had a facial, she's flipping everything from her Clinique to Mary Kay. We just sat here, we did her facial. She was so stinking excited. She's thinking about maybe signing up, but you know what? The biggest thing was the reconnection. And I felt so grateful for that reconnection. And it was because of this, you know, because I opened my mouth about Mary Kay. So can reconnect in any way, but this was a great door opener. So
Good.
just had to share. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah, for real. I'm going to share about 17 minutes, I think, of a video from a recording from seminar. Before I do that, though, I want to show one thing that Nancy made me do. Just kidding. I don't care if you all text me when you need me to send you send out a pampering pack. Texting me is just fine. But I also want to remind you that we have this. Did I share the screen? Can you guys see my screen?
I don't see it.
No.
Okay, I'm crazy. I wanted to remind you that I have this on Facebook. Okay. So, what am I trying to share? On the Believe More page, up under the featured, this link to send customers their pampering packs, okay? I'm gonna show you another way to get it also. But you fill it out, ideally, you fill it out. Guest first name and last name, your name, guest information, and it has all of the days for Thursday, Saturdays through the end of August, along with the DIY video that I did that's on YouTube. You can just copy paste that from the worksheet. But here's what I wanted to point out. It shows you when I'm doing classes. So if you're ever like, is Mimi doing a class? You can text me, I don't care. It also shows when Beverly's like, in my opinion, Beverly's like incredible. She's done a lot of company sponsored things. She's on company literature, she's on company videos. So you can also see when Beverly is doing the different appointments. I'm not putting everyone on here because there's too much, I'll run out of room. But if you're like really particular about who you're putting your people in front of, I just thought you might like to know when myself and Beverly are doing appointments, okay? Make sense? normal to dry, eye color. And then if you happen to be sending this to your customer, I put on here a little disclaimer, and they have to check the box. We're excited to pamper you. While pampering is free, this applies on postage or not. Please do everything in your power to keep your appointment. We know that we'll give you the highest service. You're appreciated. They can, 24-hour notice, click to acknowledge. Okay. Make sense? Because
Yep.
sending out pampering packets and then having nobody show up is kind of poopy.
It's not just that, they get the packet, so they have everything in it. And even if you have to call them again and again and again to remind them, they haven't used everything. I mean, I have people that tell me exactly what they got in the kit and when do I get to try it? And so I send that little information that Mimi had right there out to all of my customers, so that way I know they have to pick a date for me. So I send them that skincare assessment, they pick a date, and then we just go from there. So it's not like there's not any time that's available. They can choose today, next week, the following week, whatever. We work from that. So yeah, I got on Mimi last night because I just happened to send it to a customer and she was like, everything on here says June.
So I fixed it. Anyway, so back here to the Believe More. I also want to call your attention to the Linktree Believe unit. Okay. So if you click that, it also gives you all of the links. There's a link. It just takes you to the Believe page. Like if I click it, it takes you to the Believe page. Okay.
I didn't see where you went for that.
Okay. So I'm on Believe More under discussion, and it should be the first thing under
Okay.
discussion.
Where are you going?
So
Oh,
then
Believe Tree. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
see.
so I click on the Linktree and it has 5 links. One brings you to the Believe page. One brings you to that form that I just showed you. Okay. One brings you to the group we're just at. One is this Zoom that we're on. If you click it, it'll open up your Zoom. One is the Let's Do Lunch Zoom. One is the link for Katrina's $500 cash giveaway. So every time you hold a facial with someone or do an interview with someone, you've got to come here to enter them. You just click on it and there's the information and you fill it out. So because I'm paying to be part of this. So you want to make sure that you enter your people in. Okay. And all of the information is here and here. I'm not going to read it. You guys can go back and check that out. Is anybody like, I have no idea what you're talking about? You guys okay? Are you alive?
Yep.
I have a question. So if I've already interviewed people, I never signed them up for any, I didn't realize that I was supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's the only way because for
So
example,
It's still July, so I can
just
still
go back and do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the at-home facial option. This is my YouTube, me doing the facial right here. If I click it, it'll just start playing right here.
No.
And see how cute I am. Okay. All right. And I'm going to come back. Why do I get confused sometimes? And there's Jamie. Hi, Jamie. I'm going to come to
Hello, how's everyone?
Fabulous. We're so glad you're here, girl.
I'm so glad I was able to get on. I just got off work, but hi everyone, and I'm really excited to see what I see all these links. I'm like, I hope one day my page could look like that.
I just put in the chat in case anybody wants to copy paste from the chat. The link tree is there in the chat also. Okay. So
Thank you.
Of course. So now what I'm going to do, are there any questions?
Yeah, we need another picture now that Jamie's on.
Oh, you're right. Okay. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay. Got it. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this video. Give me a second, make sure I get it all. At the end, I'll just kind of cut it because she just kind of goes on and on thanking everybody, and we don't need to. But I will ask that you kind of pay attention and, you know, take a note or two. Tell me at the end, just like, let's see, what did you get? You know, what are some of the nuggets you got? Okay. This is like the beginning of her intro right here.
See your name and consultant number on the screen? Stand up.
Kim McClure, National Sales Director. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Wow, was Mary Estupiñán not totally amazing, everyone? Let's give her another huge round of applause. Well, hello, Ruby Seminar. Welcome to our first seminar since 2019. Isn't it amazing that we all get to be together again? We made it, you guys, we made it. Turn to your neighbor and say, we made it. And talking about making it, can we applaud our entire corporate staff, led by David Hall, Nathan Moore, and our incredible manufacturing team for all they did to keep us operational. Amazing, aren't they? May I share with you the 3 words that changed my life? These are 3 words that Mary Kay Ash spoke that can change your life if you follow them. The 3 words that Mary Kay Ash gave us that empowers us and can change another woman's life. Are you ready? Are you really ready? Are you really ready? You may guess it. They are pass it on. When we were with Mary Kay and we wanted to show our deepest appreciation, and usually we cried like crazy when we were with her, we were so grateful for how this opportunity changed our lives. She would take her oh so buttery soft hands on either side of our face, look into our eyes with her piercing, beautiful blue eyes, and those 3 words came out, pass it on. What did she mean? What's it? It is our Mary Kay opportunity, unparalleled. Mary Kay said, if one more woman today knows how great she really is, then today will be a great day. How, though, can we help a woman know how great she is? By sharing the amazing Mary Kay products and this opportunity with her. Helping her feel beautiful on the outside, but more importantly, getting to know her on the inside. Her hopes, her dreams, her frustrations, building her up, and then showing her how this incredible opportunity could just fit her life too. My recruiter, Liz, she took those words to heart. You guys, she asked me 19 times to just listen to the opportunity. 19 times. Who do you need to go back and ask again? When she asked me the 20th time, I said, all right, I'll come to the event. You see, Liz was always kind. She was professional. She always asked permission to ask me again. And finally, she found my hot button on that 20th time. Guess what it was? She invited me to try the new products. I got together with her, I bought my products, and then she asked if she could share with me about the Mary Kay business. I said, yes, but I am not interested. She shared with confidence. She shared with enthusiasm, and it opened my eyes. I thought, oh my gosh, I was so stupid to have said no to her all along. She asked me to join her team. And guess what I said? I said no. I gave her all kinds of excuses, and I told her I would think about it. She was very smart, and she sent me home with some literature. Please send to the people that you want on your team a piece of team-building literature. Every time I would clean my little 2-bedroom apartment, I would stop and pull out that literature, and I would dream. What if I could do this? So then why did I say no? Well, I was afraid. I was afraid I might really want this and not be good at it. I was afraid I would run out of people since I only knew 2 people really well in my little town. I was afraid of what people would say. But there was a hidden reason. See, I was in counseling at the time because I had had an unhealthy, failed marriage. I'd been in and out of more unhealthy relationships after I left that marriage. I wanted my counselor's input to make sure I could add this in without upsetting the important work that we were doing. And he gave me the green light. A few weeks later, Liz invited me to another event, and I went. 1 month later, I did my first Mary Kay party. I might look all poised and confident here, but I want you to know I had diarrhea for 4 days before I did that first party. A month after that party, I was sitting here right where you are at seminar. You see, I knew that education was vital to success in any endeavor. You're so smart that you came here because seminar is an investment in your future. Seminar changed my life, and I believe seminar will change your life. It felt like I'd walked into Disney World for grown women, except it wasn't a magical place that you visited on an expensive vacation, but a potentially magnificent life opportunity that I could create for myself, and I could pass it on to others. At that first seminar, I saw our dear Mary Kay Ash. Oh my gosh, I was blown away by how she spoke to us and how I felt from the stage. I remember her saying, someone once described a Mary Kay business as a unique way of life, providing the brushes, the oils, the pigments, the canvas on which you can paint your life any way that you want it to be. You choose your own colors, you choose your own designs, and your own pattern. And then she said, with all my heart, I want you to paint a beautiful picture of your life because of your Mary Kay business. I took her words to heart. I started to dream bigger. Have you too started to dream bigger? Start writing those dreams down because it's only day 1 and there's so much more to come. In fact, I challenge you, make a list of 25 dreams, big and small, and then make a dream book and put each of those dreams on a page in your book. Every morning and every evening, flip through it. As you achieve a dream, put it in the back of the book. You see, what you think about, you'll bring about. The road to success in any endeavor will have detours and roadblocks. It's important to keep those dreams in front of you. It'll pull you through the tough times when you might be tempted to quit. I remember Mary Kay Ash saying, no matter what happens, don't quit. Turn to your neighbor and say, don't quit. You see, the only way you fail in our business, Mary Kay said, is when you quit. Our businesses are filled with ups and downs. When I would get discouraged, I would coach myself and I would ask, are you going to let that stop you from reaching your dreams? I'm so grateful I never quit. I'm grateful for the resiliency that I learned. It's helped me deal with all the crisis that happens in this thing called life. You see, the initial dream was to leave my corporate job, own my own business, put in the hours I decided instead of killing myself, working 70 hours a week as a nurse and a hospital administrator. I wanted to be able to raise my own children versus having them in a daycare. Our youngest, Austin, was born with severe ADHD and dyslexia. Anybody know that in your world? I needed to have the freedom, I needed to have the flexibility, and I needed to learn how to advocate for him. And I learned all that through the ups and downs of my Mary Kay business. And guess what? Because of what I learned and what he saw me do in Mary Kay, he learned to break down big assignments into bite-sized chunks. He learned that sometimes you set goals and make them, and sometimes you miss them, but you get back up and you try again. Today, he is a successful businessman with an MBA working in international business. Thank you, Mary Kay. I dreamed of having Bob, my husband, of him being able to have opportunities to change careers or even stay home if he wanted to. And I so desperately wanted to take him on one of those top director trips to thank him for how hard he worked for our family. I wanted to provide educational opportunities for our kids and the dream of having flexibility to take care of our parents as they got older. I have been blessed to check that box way more times and in way bigger ways than I ever could have imagined, including taking care of our daughter Lindsay through some unbelievable health challenges. I'll come back to a little bit of those things in a minute. Those dreams have all come true and so much more. Talk about dreams for a second. I made a goal poster after that first seminar, and I put the Queen's body. It was Kathy Halou. I put her, she was in the throne, cut out my head. It was before we had technology. And I put my head on her body. And that was my goal poster. And it came true. Not just once, but several times. I know that in this room, there are trip directors who haven't even become directors yet. I know that there are million-dollar directors who haven't become directors yet. I know that there are national sales directors in this room who haven't even become directors yet, because Mary Kay Ash said, the best hasn't even yet come into our company. In today's world, there are so many women out there hurting, frustrated, fatigued, anxious, overworked. Women need what the Mary Kay opportunity has to offer: more choices, more harmony, more flexibility. And this is the right opportunity, and it is the best time ever to start a Mary Kay business. It was true before COVID, and it's still relevant even more now. I just read a little article that said that 94% of Americans are looking for a side hustle. And do we not have the best opportunity on the planet? Yes, so pass it on. When I started my Mary Kay business, not only did I feel all those feelings, but I was also broken on the inside. Remember those unhealthy relationships? I was filled with shame, guilt, remorse for choices and decisions that I made. I felt like an imposter. I felt like I never belonged anywhere. I felt like I didn't deserve great things. But at that first seminar, Mary Kay Ash said key things that have changed the trajectory of my life and my family. She said, God didn't have time to make junk. Those words started to heal my soul. She said to put God first, family second, and career third. She said we might be the only Bible someone will read. And I'm one of those people. Because of coming into Mary Kay, I came to know Jesus Christ as my Lord and my Savior. And I can see that ripple effect far and wide. Truly the best gift that ever came from my starter kit. Through that, through the unconditional love and support that I received from national sales directors, from top directors, from the women who loved me and mentored me, I learned great love. I learned true forgiveness, and it unleashed me from those chains of not being enough. I stand before you in complete astonishment for the first time on the seminar stage, representing the #2 national area in the Ruby Seminar. And we are only getting warmed up, my friends. It's totally because of my amazing area, God's blessing, and the Mary Kay Sisterhood. So let me tell you about our area's breakthrough COVID story. When COVID hit, the leaders in my national area joined me on a daily Zoom, 5 to 6 days a week for 7 months. We taught, we prayed, we strategized, we did devotions, we shared what we were discovering, we uplifted and encouraged each other. We were each other's lifelines. We all grew together, and we had so many victories. At last seminar, 2021, we ended up #4 in the Ruby division. You see, Mary Kay Ash said, when you help enough women get what they want, you get what you want. It was a running start to this year. All this year, we talked about being in the top 3. In January, when we went to leadership, we were calculating it out, and we were far out. And so I was thinking about what I needed to do my part to make this happen. You see, Mary Kay Ash always said, what's the best way to lead? By example. And then she said, when you've got a big goal, pray as if everything depended on God and work as if everything depended on you. So I decided my part would be to go home from January 20th to June 30th and add 24 more women to my personal team. The day after we got home, on that January 20th, my life radically changed. My dad, severely ill since October 2020, was admitted to the hospital with internal bleeding. He then developed multiple life-threatening complications. On February 24th, he made the decision to enter hospice. On that same day, when I came home from the hospital, my husband Bob shared with me that he was diagnosed with cancer of the jaw and the roof of his mouth. Dad went to heaven peacefully and joyfully, again, thank you, Mary Kay, on March 3rd. 24 hours later after that, our beautiful daughter, Lindsay, who's a Mary Kay beauty consultant, had a grand mal seizure for the first time and was hospitalized. She's doing great, by the way, and she's here today with us. Bob had his first surgery March 10th. We went to career conference, and on the Monday after that, we received unexpected news. Bob needed another surgery on his mouth. Dad's celebration of life was April 1st. Bob's second surgery, April 7th. And on April 20th, we received the news he was cancer-free. Praise the Lord. To be sure it would never come back, he would require 6 weeks of grueling radiation, losing over 45 pounds of weight, which finished July 1st. It's been a tough 6 months. I'm often asked, how do you balance unexpected life issues along with your Mary Kay business? Because let's face it, if you stop your business when there's a crisis, now you have 2 crises on your hands. So I want to share with you my 6 tips besides prayer. Number 1, default to gratitude. Sometimes every 30 minutes, there's always things to be grateful for. And someone always has it worse than you do, and they are figuring out a way to keep it going. You can too. Gratitude resets your attitude every single time. Number 2, ask yourself these questions. How can I keep my business moving towards my goal? And ask yourself, what can I do today that can give me a win? Number 3, learn to compartmentalize. Oh, thank you, National Sales Director Emeritus Sue Kirkpatrick, for teaching me this. Compartmentalizing is focusing on the task at hand and literally seeing yourself go into your brain with all your spaghetti emotions and literally see yourself close the door on those different things that keep popping open. And sometimes you have to really lean into them to make that door stay shut. Focus on the task at hand. Number 4, decide what's the most important thing to get done for that day for your business. Number 5, learn to work in 5-minute pockets of time and work in unconventional ways and places. For me, these last 6 months, that often looked like video conferences in parking lots to quiet one-on-ones in waiting rooms. Number 6, learn to ask your team members and family members for help when needed. People do want to help. They just don't always know what's needed. Be flexible, focused, and determined to serve your family and your business. As the saying goes, you can eat an elephant one bite at a time. Just choose your bites carefully. I have a new mental picture of what bravery, stamina, and championship mentality is as I watch the 2 most important men in my life fight for their lives this year. They both were victorious in different ways. My business allowed me to be with them. I was with my dad almost daily since October 2020, and I have no regrets of anything with him. And my husband, watching him go through this, watching his support for me, for my national area, for our family, I've fallen in love with him all over again at such a deeper level. I believe Mary Kay makes marriages so much richer. I love you, honey. Since January, I have never been more emotionally and physically tapped out, you guys. I couldn't even read anything. I couldn't even make sense of the simplest reports on Mary Kay in Touch. But Mary Kay Ash said that if you will work when you can, your business will take care of you when you can't. Thank you to all of you who prayed, who checked in, who sent notes. Your prayers were manna to us. To my national sisters and top sales directors, you know who you are.
Okay. She goes on to thank everybody. What do you guys think? Takeaways, I'd love to hear. Everybody can unmute, please.
I thought it was awesome. Why did we turn it off?
Well, because we only have 5 more minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And she spends the rest of the time thanking everybody in her national area, and she goes on to say, you know, just lots more praise and thanks. So yeah, she's basically done. She's just thanking everybody. So in respect for your time, you know, but I really would like to hear some takeaways. What did you guys get?
She said something that I had to write down. It was really important. what is the most important thing you can get done today? There's like so much going on in our minds. It's like a freeway all the time. But if you think of just that one simple thing, it can be just like you reaching out to a friend that you haven't spoke to in a long time, but make that the most important thing to get done today. I like
Beautiful.
that.
Beautiful. Who else? Did you guys hear that she rejected her consultant 19 times?
Mhm.
19 times. 19 times. But her consultant always asked for permission. Is it okay if I ask you to something else? And 19 times. So how often do we give up too soon? You know, that's a national sales director. 19 times she said no. Donna, you unmuted.
Yeah, I'm muted because, you know, I get all, if I'm too overwhelmed, I get nothing done. That's what happened to me. So I really just, her reminding that just work in 5-minute increments, you know, get what you can do. You can text 5 people in 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just that sort of thing. So you just do a little bit each day. So then you're not overwhelmed.
Love it.
With everything. Yes. I love
Yep.
that.
Love it. Love it. What else? Anybody?
Well, she talked about being grateful or gratitude a few times, and that definitely resonates with me. And I think that's really telling when you can be grateful when you're going through something so difficult. So that's what struck me.
For sure. You know, those of us who've been to seminar before and heard the #1 people speak all the time, Donna, Nancy, you could attest to this. The queens always get up. The queen of sharing, the queen of sales. In consultant, if it's a consultant queen, if it's the director queen, you know, am I right? Or like, really correct me if I'm wrong. Don't the queens always have, like, you know, she just told Kim McClure, National Sales Director Kim McClure, just said in the last 6 months, you know, they were nowhere near being in the top 3, but the goal was to be in the top 3. And they come home from event, claim they're going to be in the top 3, and then her father is sick, her husband becomes sick, her daughter becomes sick. All these things happen. When we go to seminar, we hear the top people. They always have, you know, my house burned down, the dog ran away, all the things, right?
Yeah.
And I hate to say it like that, but it's because they persevered through the hard and didn't put their business down. They kept going because the family needs the business, because they have a big why, because they've chosen to make it important. All the things that she listed. And I just want to call attention to that. You know, you don't ever hear somebody being super successful that said, oh, my life was just so easy. Everything just was handed to me. It was just it was a cakewalk. I don't even know how it happened. Right?
That's true. You don't hear that. Yeah. That is true. Wow.
So anything else?
That's hard to lose a loved one when you have so much already going on. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cherie said compartmentalize, and how profound putting faith first, because life happens and that tries to steal our dreams. Yes. Compartmentalization could be a whole training. Have you guys heard that word before?
Compartmentalize, yes.
It's the problem is if there's a big problem, if there's problems going on, if there's stuff going on, they're still going to be there, but you can close the doors and focus on, like Nancy said, at the task on hand. And what do I need to do right now? What's the next most important thing that I need to do right now? If I need to reopen that door, that issue will still be behind the door. and we just have to have conscious awareness of it. So I know we're out of time. Susie, you have a close.
It's kind of long. I don't know if you still want me to do it.
How is it, an hour? I mean,
You're making me laugh. No, let me jump into it. Maybe it's a minute. So I wanted to close with this poem, and I'll just read it to you, but pay close attention because I think it's really profound if you're paying close attention to it. So it goes, I am your constant companion. So I am your greatest help or your heaviest burden. I will push you onwards or drag you down to failure. I am completely at your command. Half the things you do, you might just as well turn over to me, and I will do them quickly and correctly. I am easily managed. You must merely be firm with me. Show me exactly how you want something done, and after a few lessons, I'll do it automatically. I am the servant of all great men and women, and alas, of all failures as well. Those who are great, I have made great. Those who are failures, I have made failures. I am not a machine, though. I will work with the precision and repetition of a machine, plus the intelligence of a human. You may run me for profit or run me for ruin. It makes no difference to me. Take me, train me, be firm with me, and I will place the world at your feet. Be easy with me, and I will destroy you. Who am I? I habit.
I loved that so much.
Yeah, I heard it several years ago, but it just came back to me when I listened to that $1 Million Message the other day.
I love that so much.
Great.
Feel free to post that on the Believe page.
Yeah, you got to post that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
That is really good. That is really good. All right, guys.
Great.
I hope that you got something from this tonight. I hope it touched you. And all right, let's wrap this month up, guys. Let's make the last few days of this month like really strong, okay? Like we need strong end of the month. All right. Read my eyes. We need strong into the month. Okay. I love you. And what we do to end this month creates momentum for the next month. Okay. All right.
All right.
Love you. All right. Mwah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.